The Thief Who Stole Time. Chapter 1. The unseen robbery. In the heart of a bustling city nestled between the shadows of towering skyscrapers, there was a legend, an old tale passed from one generation to another. But no one had truly believed it. For years, the story was about a mysterious thief who was not after jewels or gold, but after something far more precious: time itself. There was a boy named Leo, living in the city. He had heard whispers of the thief's existence, but like everyone else, dismissed them as old wives' tales. Life was fast-paced, and time seemed like a commodity that no one truly valued. Everyone was too busy to think of anything beyond the ticking of the clock. But one night, as Leo sat in his dimly lit room, a strange thing happened. His clock, an old grandfather timepiece, handed down from his grandfather, stopped ticking. It wasn't broken, it simply refused to move, confused and a little uneasy. Leo found himself suddenly aware of the strange sensation of time stretching and warping, as though someone had altered the natural order of the universe. Little did he know, his encounter with the thief had just begun. Chapter 2. The First Encounter. The morning after Leo's clock stopped, he tried to go about his daily routine, but everything felt off. People walked slowly. Their conversations seemed to hang in the air like suspended moments. And the city itself felt stuck in a loop, as though the same minutes repeated over and over again. In the midst of all this, Leo met an enigmatic stranger in the park. He was dressed in an ancient, tattered cloak, and his eyes, pale, almost ghostly, looked as though they had seen centuries of history pass by. The man approached Leo and spoke in a soft, almost musical voice. "You've noticed, haven't you?" he asked. Leo was confused, unsure of what the man was talking about. "Notice what?" "The slowing of time," the stranger said, with a cryptic smile. "It's not just in your mind. Time is being stolen." Before Leo could respond, the stranger vanished, leaving only a faint scent of smoke in the air and a sense of dread hanging over him. Who was this person? And why did he say time was being stolen? Leo had no answers, but something told him he was on the verge of discovering a dark secret. Chapter 3. The Thief Revealed. In the days that followed, Leo couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Time continued to drag, and the sensation of being trapped in a never-ending moment intensified. People around him were growing increasingly frustrated, their lives slowly unraveling as they lost precious seconds, minutes, and hours. One evening, as Leo walked home through the alleyways, he noticed a strange flickering of light in the distance. Following the glow, he found himself at the entrance to a hidden cavern beneath the city. There, he encountered the stranger again, but this time, Leo saw something far more chilling. The man was standing next to a massive clock, its gears and cogs spinning erratically. It was clear that this was no ordinary timepiece. The man, with an expression of twisted satisfaction, was holding a strange device, a clockwork device that seemed to draw the very essence of time from the air around him. "You are the thief?" Leo gasped. The man turned slowly, his pale eyes glowing with an unsettling intensity. "I am Time's keeper, the one who controls the flow of the hours, days, and years. But now, I am the thief who has taken what is not mine." The thief revealed that he had discovered a way to steal time itself, using a device that could siphon moments from the world, slowing time down and distorting reality. As time was stolen, people's lives grew stagnant, their potential locked away in the moments that never came. I steal time, the thief continued, because time is the one thing no one can ever get back. People squander it without a second thought. But now, I will make them realize the true value of every second. Chapter 4. The Chase for Time. Determined to stop the thief, Leo ventured deep into the hidden world beneath that city. Guided by clues left behind by the thief, he followed a trail of time-warped events. As he navigated the labyrinthine tunnels, he realized that he was not just fighting to restore normal time. He was battling to reclaim the very essence of human existence, the moments that defined people's lives. Through his journey, Leo encountered others who had felt the effects of time being stolen: an old woman who had not aged a single day in decades, a child whose laughter never seemed to stop, and an artist whose paintings could not evolve, frozen in perpetual stagnation. Each encounter brought Leo closer to understanding the thief's true motives. It was not just power or control he sought. It was the belief that by slowing time, he could force people to stop and appreciate their lives. He wanted to make the world slow down, to trap humanity in moments of perpetual contemplation. Chapter 5. The Battle for Time. In the heart of the labyrinth, Leo found the thief's hideout, a dark chamber filled with ancient clocks, each one ticking backward. The thief stood before a massive clock, his device draining time from the world, and the air itself was thick with the sound of ticking. "You're too late," the thief said, not turning to face Leo. "The world will stop. People will finally realize the true weight of their lives." Leo, standing firm, raised a makeshift weapon, a shard of the broken clock he had found earlier. "I won't let you steal time from people any longer. Time is precious because it's fleeting. You can't control it." With a sudden, violent motion, Leo threw the shard toward the clock, shattering the device the thief was using to drain time. The energy that had been siphoning time surged through the room, creating a blinding light that distorted the very fabric of reality. The thief let out a cry, his power cracking under the pressure. "No, you cannot take this from me." The chamber erupted in a wave of light and sound, and when the dust settled, Leo found himself standing alone. The thief gone, and the clocks around him ticking normally again. Time had been restored. Chapter 6. The Price of Time. Though the world had returned to normal, Leo couldn't shake the feeling that something had changed. He could still feel the weight of time's fleeting nature pressing against him. But now, he understood the value of every moment. The thief, though defeated, had left behind a lesson that Leo would never forget. Time was not something to be controlled or stolen. It was a gift that could never be fully appreciated until it was almost too late. As Leo returned to his life, he noticed the subtle moments he had once taken for granted: the warmth of the sun on his face, the sound of his mother's voice, the joy of a simple conversation with a friend. Time had been returned, but Leo had learned to live with it fully, cherishing every second as it passed. And though the thief was gone, Leo knew one thing for certain: time, like the moments of his life, would never be the same again. The end.